All right, we are live. Hello, Carrie.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It's Market Mondays.
Oh, there you
Just
go.
wait a little bit before we get going. We'll see if we can get some people to join us. Hopefully they will. Just give it a couple seconds. I love learning about the bow tie, the pocket square from yesterday. That was super fun.
That was good.
I'm just learning a little bit. So, all right, we've got a couple people on, and again, welcome. My name is Joe Diasana.
And I'm Kerry Josephson.
And together we are the Property Joes. And this is Market Mondays, and so we wanted to talk a little bit about the market. Early this morning, I woke up at 5 in the morning, and my mind was going, figuring out all these numbers and how we could take a look at the way the market is here in Houston. And so I put a spreadsheet together. Yes, I am a geek. So let me go ahead and bring the screen on so you can kind of see it. So this is a lot of information on the screen, but I wanted to kind of just talk through what I did. So over the past, let me get this here. Okay, so here we go. This is where we put the number of solds in. It's a period of a week, the last week from April 20th to April 26th. And if I put Houston, type the word Houston in here, and then I hit results, it's going to show all the properties that have sold in that 1 week, no matter price point or area in town, but they had to be in the city of Houston. And as you can see here, get closer here, 254 homes sold.
So is that in the city of Houston or just the Houston market in general?
The city of Houston. So if you have Pearland, Cypress, if the city is that, then it will not show up in these numbers. So just generally in where it's designated as the city of Houston. So what I'm going to do is copy a couple of these values in here. So solds are here. Whoops. Let me just copy it really quickly. And the average price. So this is the median, 244 is the median for our market. And then, whoops, 253 is our average. And then I went over to this software is called ShowingTime, and it basically shows for a given period, and I entered that information again in here. Let's see if I can get closer. From 420 to 426 in Houston. And I just went and grabbed the number of showings for the average price range for us. All right. The average was 350 something or other. So I grabbed that and I put it in here. And I'll explain this in a second. All right. So last year, I did March through May. These are the solds. Let's see if I can get in here closer.
Yeah, I think you can just give us a summary. I don't know that we need all the each.
Okay, awesome. So basically the summary is I went through May through March through May. Here are the solds. The average number of sold units is 491. The average price is 355. 238 is the median. And the average number of showings for each week period through that 12-week period is 144. You can kind of see the graphs showing what I just talked about, right?
And that's for last year. That's for last year?
That's for last year, right? Okay. So same period, same week breakdown, you can see the average sold is 395. So the number of units have dropped, obviously, right? The average price is 351. The median price is 241, and the average number of showing is 1039. So there's a little bit of a drop in the number of solds. If you remember, our stay-at-home started here at 324 during that period. And you can see it here in this big drop here. Right, it started before that, and then down here it dropped right after the stay-at-home order. What's interesting to me is that we're starting to go on the rise, because right before the stay-at-home order in 959, and now we're going up in showings as we're entering in, having to wear a mask. And starting to restore moving around and things like that. So in summary, what's interesting, and you can talk more about it. Let me see if I can get closer here.
Well, so for me, looking at the data, just in short, I mean, we're down in units sold if you compare this year to last year by 20%, but we're down in showings by 30%. Now, those showings only represent, like Joe was just saying, that only represents our average price point. So
Correct.
It's not total showings, but that's pretty indicative. I think if you speak with most agents that have been showing property, they're going to say they feel like it's about that number anyway.
So one of the questions that the people have are thinking, oh my gosh, there's probably going to be a huge drop in pricing. Right now, the data is not showing that. And with the low interest rates being as low as they are, it is still a great time to buy because of the low interest rates. Also, what we've been seeing that is some buyers have to buy. They're moving. We represented several buyers that are coming in from out of town, and doctors. Some people are engineers. They're taking over some positions and stuff like that. And they're making offers, and things are happening. So what's cool about these numbers is if you're a serious buyer, you won't have that much competition with other buyers, right? Because you're not having to deal with the tire kicker buyers or the ones that are, if I find something I like, I'll go ahead and buy it. If you're serious about it, motivated, you definitely will be able to do that. And then for the sellers, are definitely going to be dealing with only buyers who are very serious. So looks like I lost you, Kerry. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
For a little bit of time. So basically, I mean, not to repeat what Joe said, but if you have a listing right now, your home is for sale, you are on the market, you should expect to not lose any money on your home as compared to last year. I mean, roughly a percentage point, maybe, depending on the area of the city. And you should expect to do that and sell the property within about 30% fewer showings, which most people that when they're having their house on the market, they don't love having people walk through their home.
Absolutely.
Very evil. But the other thing is, because we're 30% down, 20% down in sales, you really need to make sure that your home is ready to be shown. When you get that showing, it needs to be ready. I mean, you've got to have everything placed appropriately, ready and clean, and smell good, and then the whole 9 yards, because you're not the next buyer that comes along. You're going to have fewer buyers that come through, and the next buyer is going to be just as interested, most likely, as the last. On the buyer side, the cool thing is you can afford more home, and we're starting to see rates inch up slowly. So no idea what they'll look like in a month from now or anything like that, but right now you can afford to buy more because the rates are so low. So it's a good time. It really is. If your situation's good, and only you can be able to answer that.
That's right. And definitely we want to be COVID compliant, and definitely we want to be smart about it. Each family, each person has to decide that. I'll be updating this. So in a couple of weeks, hopefully at the end of May, we'll have a lot more data to see what the impact is as we, at least in Houston, start opening up. So
Very good. Hopefully this is good information for you guys. And if you need more, we'd love to sit down and talk to you.
All right. Ciao.
Have a good day.
Bye.